every Saturday. Local chefs create savory and artistic dishes for you to enjoy making in your own home. So add a new recipe to your collection that is sure to be a family favorite here at Scenic Vantage Point.
Welcome to part 2 of What's Cooking at the Market with Port Huron Hospital. And I'm Doris Seidel here with Chef Dave Straney. Sorry about that, Dave. And we're both from Port Huron Hospital as well. And we're down here at Vantage Point, and right off the St. Clair River in Port Huron, Michigan. In our first segment, Dave made some wonderful, I'm not going to say the Italian, I'm going to say tomato and mozzarella salad, and started some crab cake chowder. And now he's going to start into some rosemary skewers for us, right, Dave?
And I'll go back over what we did. I started with some onion and red pepper, a little bit of garlic and olive oil in there to get that going. Added some water, got potatoes and fresh corn in there, so that's going. And we'll get back and finish that up after we do the rosemary skewers. So, rosemary. Looks like Christmas trees, very, very fragrant. And this is kind of a smaller skewer you can do, real easy, but it gives it a lot of flavor. And you know, when you grow rosemary, it's just like any of those other herbs, you always got a lot of it left, okay? So you cut it off, and you want to find some that are a little bit heavier, a little more woody. It's going to make this a little bit easier.
All right, and for people who don't grow rosemary, you can find this, again, in most markets?
Most markets have this. It's not that hard to find.
Okay.
So, starting with this, all you got to do is strip a little bit off. That simple.
Right there.
So you leave a little bit on the end, strip it off, so you have a couple nice little branches here, okay? And I'll do a couple of them.
And that rosemary smells great.
Mm-hmm. It gets on your hands, and your hands smell good all day. Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing not to like about rosemary.
Yes.
So you have a few of your stalks, I guess, ready to go. Okay. Now I have swordfish, and for this you want to use a firmer type of fish. Okay. You know, walleye's not going to work.
So we're not going to catch much out of
no.
like the rivers or lakes right around here.
No perch, no wall.
Okay.
You know. So like tuna, swordfish, halibut could work. You know, the firmer white fishes, shark if you got shark. Okay. So I have a nice fillet here. So all you're going to do is we're going to cut it into smaller chunks.
And again, with a nice sharp knife, makes the job a lot easier, right?
Yep, make sure you get, if you have a little skin on the end of there, you want to make sure you have that off, okay? So nice little chunks like this. Okay, so now you got your fish is ready, that's ready. Then we also have, I put on here onions, peppers. You can put on whatever you have in your garden, or whatever you just bought at the marketplace. You know, it's kind of up to you.
Any other skewer, whatever.
Yep.
Whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
Or don't like, you can put on your friends.
Yeah. So I like the red onion. So, and then for these, you want to leave these a little bit bigger pieces. Okay. So you got nice big chunks of red onion.
Really? And
then peppers. Yes. And whatever peppers you got.
So green, yellow, red, jalapeno.
If you want. And then again, you're going to cut these a little bit bigger chunks. And then I have mushrooms. So that's how I'm building mine. And again, whatever you got, whatever you like, I won't be offended if you do it your own way.
Okay.
Okay. So you start with your piece of fish. Put it on the rosemary skewer like that.
Difficult for you there, isn't it?
A little bit sometimes. These are a little small, so it makes it a little more difficult. Little piece of onion, a nice piece of pepper. And then a mushroom on the end.
Easy enough.
Done. There's your rosemary skewer. I'll make a couple more. And what you want to do then, after you get these kind of built, you can put a little bit of olive oil, some garlic on them. If you like teriyaki, I mean, you can flavor them how you like. And then put them on the grill. You can also, if you like yours to be nice and green kind of still, where they don't burn up, you can soak these in water a little bit, and that'll keep them from burning up too much.
Okay, all right. And if the skewer is a little bit longer, you just put a little bit more on the end there, or whatever?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Okay. So really simple, but really good. Yeah, it's a nice one. A little onion. You can go in any order too. You don't have to follow my order. but I like the way that looks.
Well, it's a nice color combination there you have going there.
Yeah.
With that red onion against that green pepper.
Yep. You want it to look nice too. You want to impress your friends. Here's an easy way.
Oh, that's one way to do it, huh?
There it is.
My friends know better. They expect much cooking from me, so.
All right, we'll get one more of these. I think my chowder's just about ready for me.
It smells really great. You know. And again, these are all very healthy.
Yes.
Things that you're fixing today. I mean, there's no fat in any of these things you have here, except you said maybe a little olive oil.
Olive oil, and that's good
olive's
fat.
Healthy, right?
Yeah, it's good stuff. So yeah, we are, and I didn't mention that, we are keeping it kind of healthy today.
We are. It's very much so. Very much so.
All right, so I'll just put these right here. They look nice and pretty.
So when you put them on the grill.
So yep, then you grill them. The important thing is that you want your fish to be 145 degrees.
Okay.
And being that they're really small, it's not a hard temperature to get to at all. And I'll give you another trick here. You can put them on the grill and kind of sear them, put them in a pan, and finish them in the oven. So there's a little trick for you. So that also will keep the rosemary from burning up too much too, because that open flame will get to it. And
so about how long would it take to get to 140 degrees? 140,
145. That's your temperature for fish. Probably about, depending how thick you cut it like that, might take about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, and again,
because
whatever
it sets
seasoning.
off that grill a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's another reason to put them in the oven too. And then, you know, if you're cooking other stuff, you don't have to worry about running back to the grill and coming back inside. Everything's kind of in there. And then you get the nice smoky flavor from the grill, along with the ease of having it done in the kitchen. So, all right, let's get back to our chowder.
It's been cooking there for quite a while now, Dave. How long has it been cooking?
It's been about 15 minutes, and potatoes are now starting to get a little bit soft. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, just as a reminder, we started with some garlic in there and some onion and red pepper.
Red pepper. Yep.
And then we added some water in the potatoes and some nice fresh corn in there, right?
Yep.
That's what we have.
And now to finish it off, and this is where it gets creamy, and you can use. This is where we'll talk about being healthy or not.
Okay, I know what's coming here, yes.
Yes, I'm using half and half, so I'm going healthier than cream, but you can also do it with milk.
Okay.
If you skim milk's fine. It won't be as creamy the less fat you put in it, just so you know.
Sure.
So that goes in next. But yeah, heavy cream. That's a little bit much.
Yes.
So half and half's a good compromise, but.
Yeah, you made reference to the roux before, your grandma having that, and I bet she would have used the whole cream, wouldn't she?
Oh, yeah, she would have. So we get that cooking up a little bit, and then once that starts going, that's when you really want to adjust your seasonings at that point, before you put the roux in to thicken it up, and before you put the crab in, make sure it's seasoned the way you like it. You know, is there enough pepper in there? Is there enough Old Bay? And you can, adjust it from there. So let's say it's good.
All right.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I think it is. I can taste it. Yeah.
So we're going to add a little bit of roux. And, how much roux is really going to depend on how much liquid is in here, how much you need.
Okay.
So it's kind of a guessing game.
Okay, so
some degree, yes.
Now with the roux, you made that ahead of time.
Made it ahead of time.
So it's ready at this point in time.
Yeah. So now I expect all of you to have roux made and sitting in your kitchen at all times now.
Yeah, right. I'll come visit you, Dave.
Yep. So you let the roux get in there and cook down. So it's going to take a little bit once it gets back to a boil to let that flour do its thing and tighten everything up in here. So.
Okay. And we haven't added the crab yet.
Not
it's just
yet.
sort of sitting here waiting, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to make sure you got your consistency right, the flavors right. Crab last. And one of the reasons for that is this lump crab, they're a nice little package of crab.
Okay.
A little slice of heaven right there. And you really don't want these to fall apart too much.
Okay.
And that's why one of the reasons I wait till the end to put it in, so that it doesn't fall apart and you get a nice bite of crab every once in a while.
Okay. That's why I talked earlier, if you change it to a fish, you want to use a nice firm fish, otherwise you don't
It just kind of falls apart in there, and it's not quite as good. So that's one of the reasons I wait till the end too to put that in.
Okay.
So. And you don't want to wreck your crab either,
Yeah.
Nobody likes that.
So you invest in crab for something, you want to be able to
make
sure you taste it well. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Or even lobster, if you got lobster sitting around.
Yes. Yeah. I always have lobster. Not a problem.
Most people do, I'm sure.
Yes.
All right. It needs a little bit more. So this ought to take care of it.
Okay, now is this something you serve your family at home?
I have, yes.
Oh,
and they like
okay.
it, yes. All right, so
Great.
that we're going to call that just about good. It's not too thick because you want a little bit of soupiness. See how it's
Okay, oh yes. Very pretty colors.
just about perfect right there. And then you turn the heat down a little bit so it's not quite boiling.
Because you've been cooking that on high pretty much the whole time, right?
Right, to get those potatoes soft and everything. So then the crab, and that's about a pound of crab. The recipe I have makes about a gallon, so a pound of crab to about a gallon of.
Okay.
You can use
And a gallon will feed how many?
That'll feed probably about 10 people.
Okay.
Depending, what part of the.
How hungry they are?
Yeah. How much of the main course are you putting into your,
right.
your chowder?
Okay.
But yeah, you can get about 10 people out of that.
Wow.
So then all you're trying to do is just really warm the crab up so you don't have to cook it a whole lot more after that.
Sorry, you viewers at home can't smell this because it smells wonderful. Can you smell it? They're here with us today?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
And that's it. It's done.
That's it? Okay. So we've had a great summer recipes here today with our tomato and mozzarella, our skewers made with swordfish and other fresh veggies, and then our chowder with fresh corn. That was the epitome that goes in there today, isn't it?
Yep,
and then,
that's
of
what
course,
makes it.
We won't, the large jumbo crab that goes in there really warms that all up. So everyone here in the audience is going to get to sample these dishes, and they have the opportunity to take home the recipes with you. And they're also on the website at porthuronhospital.org. This program will air throughout the week on Channel 6 and will be available to you on YouTube. Tammy Korchek, an RN at Port Huron Hospital with our Lap Band Center, will be here with the chef from Fuel Wood Fire Grill next week. And again, that's at 11 a.m. on Saturday. And they'll be making salmon cakes and the signature barbecue sauce. So until then, have a great week, enjoy the day, and stay healthy.
Need a quick snack? I have a great idea for a granola bar. What it is, it's dry cereal, some oatmeal, Karo syrup, some Splenda brown sugar, and peanut butter. Now you can add raisins if you like, but it's really simple. You cook up the Karo syrup and the brown sugar, you add the peanut butter to it and add it to the dry ingredients. Mix them together, put them in a pan and let them set. Simple as that. It's a little bit healthier than your regular granola bar, and you can decide what goes in it. For more healthy snack recipes, go to porthuronhospital.org/recipes.